Karla Camila Cabello Estrabao is a Cuban-born American singer and songwriter. She rose to prominence as a member of the girl group Fifth Harmony, which became one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. While in Fifth Harmony, Cabello began to establish herself as a solo artist with the release of the collaborations I Know What You Did Last Summer with Shawn Mendes and Bad Things with Machine Gun Kelly, the latter reaching number 4 on the US Billboard Hot 100. She left the group in late 2016. Her debut studio album, Camila, reached number 1 on the US Billboard 200. The Latin music-influenced pop album was critically well received and earned a platinum certification from the RIAA. Its lead single Havana topped charts in several countries, including the US and UK, and the follow-up single Never Be the Same reached the top 10 in multiple countries. Cabello's 2019 duet with Mendes, Señorita, became her second single to top the Billboard Hot 100. Her second studio album, Romance, peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200 chart, with the single My Oh My peaking at number 12 on the Hot 100, and inside the top 10 in multiple countries. In 2021, Cabello made her acting debut, starring as the title character from the film Cinderella. Cabello released her third studio album Familia in April 2022, with the lead single Don't Go Yet released in July 2021. The second single from Familia, Bam Bam, reached the top 5 of the Billboard Global 200 chart, Cabello's highest entry, and peaked inside the top 10 in several countries. It also peaked at 21 on the Billboard Hot 100. Familia peaked at number 10 on the Billboard 200, number 9 in the UK and number 6 in Canada. Cabello has amassed billions of streams on music platforms, and Havana became the best-selling digital single of 2018, according to the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry. Cabello's many awards include 2 Latin Grammy Awards, 5 American Music Awards, and 1 Billboard Music Award. In 2021, Havana was certified Diamond by the RIAA, making Cabello the first Hispanic woman to receive this certification. Early life and education. Cabello was born in the Habana del Este district of Cojimar in Havana, Cuba, to Alejandro Cabello and Cindy Estrabao. Her father was born in Mexico City and is a Mexican who moved to Cuba. She has a younger sister named Sofia. For most of her early life, Cabello and her family moved back and forth between Havana and Mexico City. When Cabello was 6 years old, she relocated to Miami, Florida with her mother by crossing the border from Mexico to the United States and taking a 36-hour-long Greyhound bus ride to Miami after waiting only a day at the border before being granted permission to enter the U.S. Cabello was told by her mother that she was going to Disney World as an incentive to go to the U.S. They moved into Cabello's grandfather's colleague's house, who later became her godmother. Cabello's mother took night courses to learn English. Cabello's father was unable to obtain a visa at the time and joined the family approximately 18 months later, where he would first work washing cars in front of Dolphin Mall. Cabello's mother, who was an architect with a degree in Cuba, worked at Marshall's stacking shoes in the U.S. before 2 other Cuban women approached her at work and told her that they had a brother who worked in architecture and needed someone who worked in AutoCAD. Cabello's mother learned the program in a week and later earned enough money to move into an apartment with Cabello. Cabello's mother and father eventually formed a construction company named after her and her sister. Cabello acquired American citizenship in 2008. She attended Miami Palmetto High School but left during the 2012-2013 school year while she was in 9th grade to pursue her singing career. Later she earned her high school diploma. Career 2012-2016, I The X Factor / I and Fifth Harmony. None. 2017-2018, Breakthrough with I Camila / I. None. 2019-2020, I Romance / I. None. 2021 Present, I Cinderella / I Familia / I and I The Voice / I. None. Artistry. Primarily a pop singer, Cabello possesses a soprano vocal range. She grew up listening to artists such as Alejandro Fernandez and Celia Cruz. Her debut studio album is a pop record, influenced by Latin music. The album incorporates elements of reggaeton, hip-hop, and dancehall and took inspiration from contemporary Latin artists such as Calle 13 and J Balvin, as well as from the songwriter of Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran. Her sophomore album was inspired by the big sounds of the 80s and Queen. She has also cited Michael Jackson, Rihanna, Shakira, Alejandro Sanz, David Bisbal, Alejandro Fernandez, Mana, Beyoncé, John Mayer, Demi Lovato, and Eminem as influences. Philanthropy. In February 2016, Cabello announced she had partnered with Save the Children to design a limited edition love-only t-shirt to help raise awareness of issues involving girls' equal access to education, health care, and opportunities to succeed. In June 2016, Cabello, producer Benny Blanco, and members of the non-profit arts organization OMG Everywhere helped to create the charity single Power in Me. Cabello has also partnered with the Children's Health Fund, a non-profit dedicated to providing healthcare to low-income families with children. On April 3, 2017, Cabello performed at Zed's Welcome fundraising concert, which raised money for ACLU. Cabello sang to patients at UCLA Mattel Children's Hospital on May 8, 2017. In late 2017, she joined Lin-Manuel Miranda and multiple other Latin artists on the song Almost Like Praying for Puerto Rico hurricane relief. Cabello also announced she was donating all proceeds of Havana to the ACLU for Dreamers. Cabello donated portions of proceeds from VIP sale packages to the Children's Health Fund while on the 2018 Never Be the Same tour. On July 13, 2018, she performed a concert in San Juan and donated a portion of the concert's proceeds to Hurricane Maria Relief Fund. In November 2018, Cabello became an ambassador for Save the Children. In March 2019, Cabello announced she donated $10,000 to a GoFundMe campaign for a homeless immigrant. In September 2019, Cabello pledged to raise $250,000 for Save the Children organization. In October 2019, Cabello performed at the We Can Survive concert, which donates to breast cancer. On October 22, 2019, Cabello appeared with the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge at Kensington Palace in support of the finalists for the BBC Radio 1 Teen Heroes Awards. In March 2020, Cabello participated in iHeartMedia's Living Room Concert for America, a benefit to raise awareness and funds for the COVID-19 pandemic. In March and April 2020, Cabello participated in Global Citizen Festival's Together at Home virtual concert to raise awareness and funds for the COVID-19 pandemic. In May 2020, Cabello, alongside Shawn Mendes, joined protests in Miami for racial justice after the murder of George Floyd. In July 2021, she expressed support for the 2021 Cuban protests against the country's government. In January 2021, Cabello partnered with the nonprofit movement Voter Fund to launch the Healing Justice Project, a project to identify 10 organizations to receive grants to pay for mental health resources for their frontline workers. Cabello pledged the seed money for the venture, $250,000, and has pledged to continue to support the project going forward. So far, the project has given grants to several organizations, including Muslim Woman for Freedom Inc. and Q-Latinx. Cabello is an outspoken advocate for climate change and regularly speaks about this on her social media and in interviews. In September 2021, Cabello recruited over 60 artists to sign an open letter to several entertainment companies including Amazon, Facebook, and Apple, calling on them to ask Congress to pass the climate action that President Biden called for in his Build Back Better agenda. In March 2022, Cabello performed at the Concert for Ukraine benefit concert. The 2-hour benefit show was put on to raise money for the Disasters Emergency Committee's Ukraine humanitarian appeal following the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Cabello performed a cover of Fix You by Coldplay in her single Bam Bam, with Ed Sheeran joining her on stage for their first live performance of the song together. In May 2022, Cabello launched and hosted a benefit concert to support the Emergency Protect Our Kids Fund. The singer has teamed with Lambda Legal and Equality Florida to help protect LGBTQ students and their families from Florida's so-called Don't Say Gay or Trans bill. As part of her collaboration with Pepsi for UEFA Champions League, Cabello is among music and football talent that will be supporting Number Football for Refugees, an appeal launched by UNRWA, the UN Refugee Agency, to unite the global football community to raise funds for displaced people around the world. On August 22, 2022, Cabello announced that she had provided vocals and written a song with Hans Zimmer for the documentary series Frozen Planet 2. Cabello called this an honor, and the song debuted on August 28, 2022, incorporated in the first trailer for the show. Awards and nominations. Among her awards, Cabello has won 2 Latin Grammy Awards, 4 American Music Awards, a Billboard Music Award, 5 MTV Europe Music Awards, 2 iHeartRadio Music Awards, 4 MTV Video Music Awards, 3 iHeartRadio Much Music Video Awards, and a Billboard Women in Music Award for Breakthrough Artist. Personal life. Cabello was in a relationship with dating coach and writer Matthew Hussey, whom she met on the set of The Today Show. They dated from February 2018 to June 2019. She began dating Canadian singer Shawn Mendes in July 2019. The relationship caused controversy, as both were accused of attempting to form a relationship for publicity, but Mendes insisted it was definitely not a publicity stunt. The relationship was confirmed after the release of their song Señorita. In November 2021, Cabello and Mendes announced their breakup. Mendes had said, "Oh no, I really have such a big ego, I do not want to show her that I hurt, I do not want to show her that it hurts me, and I want to be male, and I want to be strong in this relationship." On their breakup in an interview with Radio Times. As of August 2022, Cabello is dating Locks CEO Austin Kevich, whom she met through their mutual friend Nicholas Galitzine, Cabello's CEO lead in Cinderella. Cabello has anxiety and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Cabello has spoken openly about engaging with therapy and the importance of looking after one's mental health and well-being. Cabello purchased a 3,500 square foot home in the Hollywood Hills neighborhood of Los Angeles in 2019. In December 2021, it was reported that she sold the home for $4.30 million. In December 2019, Tumblr posts that Cabello had reblogged between 2012 and 2013 surfaced on Twitter, containing racial slurs and derogatory language, including uses of the slur nigger and mocking Chris Brown's 2009 assault on Rihanna. Her Tumblr account was deleted soon afterward, and Cabello issued an apology, stating that she was uneducated and ignorant when younger and that she was deeply embarrassed to have ever used horrible and hurtful language. She added that those mistakes don't represent her and that she only and ever stood for love and inclusivity. In March 2021, Cabello said she had taken part in weekly racial healing sessions administered by the racial equity group National Compadres Network, in which you get corrected, you have homework, and you learn. Now I know better so I can do better. Discography. Camila. Romance. Familia. Tours. Headlining. Never Be the Same Tour. Opening acts. Bruno Mars 24K Magic World Tour. Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour. Coldplay music of the Spheres World Tour cancelled. The Romance Tour. Filmography. Film.